As far as I know, I haven't seen this particular experiment done on YouTube, so I'm going to try and experiment with a few things. And my last video I said that I had a fail on my experiment, so I'm going to post a link below there. You can have a look at the failure. And I'm not happy because I want a switching mechanism which is a bit different to just a normal thing that we do. Anyway, last few videos that I've been through, I made other things. For instance, this one, the 555 timer thing. Then I made the LED, running LED, and the last one I did was the transistor as a switch. Now, I got this coil out of this, as I said, mentioned before as well. One of these things. I took off so many turns, I can't remember, I think, how many turns I said before. Okay, I think I took off about 1,300 turns. I think last time I read the resistance it was about 90 something, but at the moment it's reading 101 or 100, just about 100 ohms there. So that's the resistance on this coil. So I'm not sure what the wire is on this, but when I took the turns off, I unrolled it onto a pen, and I can check the wire on this and I'll let you know what gauge it was. But to me it's not important because I've just used this relay thing. The idea is to make a different kind of switching mechanism, which I'm going to experiment right now. So first of all, the object of this is to get a coil working as a solenoid here, and I've got a couple of magnets here. I got to have, as far as I know, the opposite side here. So this is the opposite of that. So if you look at that, that says the north, and oh, that's the south. Turn it around. That's the south. That's the south. So that should work in theory. Now the straightforward thing to do is put the voltage across these terminals. So I'm just going to a voltage of 9 volts from my adapter, and not working. There you go, 9 volts from my adapter. So if I reverse the polarity here, there you go. So 9 volts is pretty powerful, which is what I need on this coil. Now I'm going to show you the last time I did the experiment with my transistor as a switch, and I used the motor in connection with this circuit here. Just have a look at this. Okay, what I've done is, if you remember this circuit I made in the last video, I'm supplying 3 volts. I've put the positive on the positive with the motor on the positive as well, and I've carried the negative lead onto the negative here. So this circuit is working fine. This is connected, as I say, across the, this is working like this as it is, and this is the base out. So this is your base lead out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in with one of these, no, I think number 11 or 10 or something like that. I'll just put it in temporary, and as you can see, it's working on and off. So while this is going round, and when it connects to this one, it's supplying the voltage to that and getting the motor to work. So this means that we are using this transistor as a switch. It's switching it on and off. And I suppose that you could say I could just supply it directly to this without using this transistor and make it work the same way. So you see, I realized that if I put my coil to work with this, it will switch it on every so often, make it go that way. Give me a second while I put it together. So here we are. Then if I put my 9 volt power supply onto the positive there and negative here, as you can see, we have the LEDs going nicely. And obviously I've only used so many LEDs here, but it goes across here. So I've connected, I think it's pin 11 to the coil here, and if I put the other side of this coil onto the negative terminal here. It should work, see? But as you can see, the power across there is not a lot. We'll just measure that voltage that's coming out of this circuit here. Yeah, we're getting to about near 3 volts coming out of here, going onto this coil. But this coil needs a greater voltage than 3 volts to make it work really good. So that's why I did that experiment, and then I'm going to put the transistor as a switch onto here to get a more 9 volt across this coil instead of just having 3 volts, whereby this should work really good. Okay, so the way I've connected it is collectors going through the coil, solenoid coil to the positive, and the emitter is going to the negative, and the base is going to a kilo ohm to negative. So here we are, we've got the collector here going to the coil, the other side of the coil is going to the positive here, and then the base is going through this kilo ohm resistor straight into number 11 or 12, 10 or 11 there. And all I've got to do is connect this one, which is the emitter, to the negative, and it should work then. And I've brought this lead out here. As you can see, it's working. So every time it comes round there, it works. So what I've done, I put a magnet here. When this pulls, this pushes it back. So hence you got that. If I can speed this up, I don't know if I can, make it go faster. There you go. The whole idea of all this is so I could control this from going back and forth. I can slow it down. There you go. And speed it up again. Okay, the whole idea was for me to have a 9 volt across this solenoid. That's the reason I put this transistor there. If we measure the voltage, I took the base off to keep it quiet for a while. Put the voltage across here, which is coming from the collector to the negative, we get 9 point something volts there, as you can see. And if I put it to the other side of the coil, we're going to get 9 volts anyway, because we are actually measuring right across these two terminals, which is supplied 9 volts anyway. But when we measure to this side, going through the coil to the collector, that's giving us 9 volts. So I'm supplying 9 volts to this, which I'm happy about. If I put the base back in, as you can see, the transistor is working a switch because nothing's happening at the moment. But once you put the base back in, it starts to operate again. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy this project. I'm hoping to make something with this solenoid coil, because now I've made it into a switch without using those wires to operate my gadgets. And also have this as a variable thing, which is what I wanted. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. If it works, you'll see it on YouTube. Hello and welcome. I'm going to tell you a joke today. What are you doing? I'm going to tell him a joke so I can get more subscribers. Why are you going to tell him a joke? Because laughter is the best medicine, they say, and if I can make them laugh, they must subscribe to my channel. What joke are you going to tell them? Well, the only one I know, I need three-legged chicken. Oh no, not that. That's terrible. Why are you telling that joke I told you in your house? But they get... Which one's that? The ice cream man down our street. They found him dead in a pile of hundreds and thousands of raspberry sauce. The police said he topped himself. I don't think I'm going to get any subscribers that way. I don't get it anyway, do you?